The video takes place in Luling County, Sichuan Province, China. A local resident, Gao, was driving along a winding mountain road when his trip took a dramatic turn. Gao spotted an abandoned cart on the side of the road, but something else quickly grabbed his attention, a much more pressing danger. Rocks were starting to fall from the mountain face ahead, signaling the start of a rock slide. Reacting swiftly to the unfolding threat, Gao made a split-second decision to reverse his car. It was a wise move. Just moments later, the spot where his car had been was buried under a cascade of debris. The force of the rock slide was immense. A large boulder even crumpled the metal guardrail like it was made of soft metal. A terrifying scene unfolded on a Milwaukee freeway captured in its entirety by traffic cameras. This wasn't your typical highway swerve. The truck lost control and the front wheel climbed the concrete median, knocking down poles like dominoes. Panic erupted in the opposing lane as drivers witnessed the chaotic scene. The out-of-control driver was apprehended by authorities. This incident serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of safe driving practices. In April 2017, the Turkish Navy bid farewell to the venerable TCS G68 with a ceremony unlike any other. Rather than dismantling the ship, they opted for a more creative solution, a watery send-off in the Aegean Sea. The decommissioned vessel wasn't simply sunk, it was meticulously flooded to create a vibrant artificial reef. This wasn't just about responsible disposal, it was about giving the TCS G68 a new purpose. The once proud warship would now transform into a thriving underwater metropolis, teeming with marine life.
Bu dakika itibariyle sevgimizi, saygımızı teşekkür ediyoruz. İşte gemimizi artık uğurluyoruz. Görüyorsunuz, ebediyete gidiyoruz. Ebediyete gidiyoruz.
Witnessing the controlled sinking was a bittersweet moment, a solemn goodbye intertwined with the promise of a vibrant new life for the TCS G68. Have you ever seen anything so intense? This neighbor captured an insane avalanche triggered by a massive snowstorm. Look how much snow it's moving. It's almost surreal. Avalanches are a serious threat, but this video is a powerful reminder of the raw power of nature. This video has raised safety concerns at an amusement park in North Carolina. The footage shows a visible crack running through one of the support pillars of a roller coaster, with the ride apparently still in operation. While no accidents are reported in the video, the damaged pillar highlights a potential safety hazard. Park authorities are likely to investigate this incident thoroughly to ensure visitor safety. Dashcam footage captured a shocking incident in Luzhou, Sichuan Province on the evening of May 24, 2023. A local dump truck driver encountered a terrifying hazard in the middle of the busy city streets. A massive sinkhole unexpectedly opened up right in front of the truck. The moment was dramatic and completely unforeseen. The ground beneath the heavy vehicle crumbled, sending the dump truck plunging into the abyss in the middle of the traffic flow. Surrounding vehicles narrowly avoided being caught in the collapse. They lined the street, a silent testament to the chaos that unfolded in a matter of seconds. Forget runaway trucks careening down mountains. For truckers and steep slopes, a well-maintained arrestor bed can be the difference between panic and peace of mind. But in this case, the driver wasn't facing a real emergency. He was a brave soul putting the Wyoming Department of Transportation's runaway truck arrestor system to the test on Teton Pass, and the dramatic scene was captured on video. This test ensured the catch cable system functioned flawlessly. The setup involves a series of 8 to 10 cables stretched across a long, narrow ramp near the highway to halt runaway vehicles. WYDOT put professional driver Arnold Korbmacher behind the wheel of a hefty 58,000-pound sand truck, reaching speeds of 60 miles per hour before engaging the arrestor. The system successfully stopped the truck, proving its effectiveness in a real-world scenario. This video is a real eye-opener. One moment the couple is enjoying a peaceful day by the river, and the next, they're facing a sudden surge in current. The water quickly picks up speed, carrying away debris in its path. Notice how the couple reacts. They quickly grab onto each other, adding weight to resist the current. Their swift action could have made all the difference in this situation. This incident highlights the importance of river safety and the unpredictable nature of natural environments. On July 11, 2020, a dramatic scene unfolded in the Welland Canal, a vital shopping route in Ontario, Canada. Two cargo vessels, the Canadian-flagged Florence Spirit and the Antigua and Barbuda-flagged Atlantis, traveling in opposite directions, collided head-on. A bystander's video captured the chilling moment as the ships drifted closer, the inevitable crash becoming painfully clear.
Away. Blood.
The impact left both vessels with significant hull damage, but thankfully, there were no reports of injuries or environmental pollution. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada launched a full investigation to determine the cause of this bizarre incident. A key question was how the ships ended up on a collision course within the canal's designated lanes. The St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation confirmed normal sailing conditions at the time of the crash, which occurred near Port Robinson. Interestingly, the TSB issued a marine safety advisory letter specifically focused on the Florence Spirit. The letter highlighted potential issues with the ship's rudder effectiveness and angles, suggesting this as a possible area of investigation. This advisory hinted at a deeper dive into the Florence Spirit's operational procedures, including crew training, onboard documentation, and equipment checks related to rudder control at varied speeds and angles. The TSB's investigation aimed to not only determine the cause of the collision, but also prevent similar incidents in the future. Volcanoes are some of nature's most awe-inspiring and terrifying displays of raw power. This video captures the moment a volcano erupts, spewing molten lava down its slopes in a mesmerizing yet destructive flow. Heavy rains caused a series of intense landslides in Uttarakhand, India in early May 2020. The incident occurred in Shimoni district, along a national highway that serves as a vital passage for both locals and tourists. The relentless downpour saturated the hillsides, triggering landslides that sent boulders and debris cascading down onto the This hair-raising video shows a shipping container plummeting from a crane, narrowly missing disaster. Thankfully, it appears no one was injured in the close call. While it's difficult to tell definitively from the video, the container seems to be empty. This accident highlights the importance of proper equipment maintenance and safety protocols in port operations around the world, especially in Africa, where this incident occurred. Flooding is one of the most deadly natural disasters, accounting for over 70% of deaths caused by natural events. This video offers a terrifying example of a flood's destructive power. The rushing water descends rapidly down the ravine, gaining immense force as it travels. Notice how the floodwaters easily sweep away the house and even submerge entire cars. This video highlights the importance of flood preparedness and awareness of flood risks in your area. A Halloween nightmare unfolded in Barcelona's port on October 31, 2018. High winds wreaked havoc as the Italian ferry Excellent, operated by Grande Navi Veloci, attempted to dock. Blown off course, the ferry slammed into a gantry crane at the cargo pier. The impact was catastrophic. The crane toppled over, crashing onto containers. Disaster struck again as some of the containers held flammable chemicals, igniting a ferocious fire and spewing thick smoke into the busy port. The Excellent, a ferry ferrying passengers and vehicles between Genoa, Barcelona, and Tangier, sustained substantial bow damage in the collision. Thankfully, despite the dramatic events, the collapsing crane and raging fire, no injuries were reported. Emergency services, including firefighters, responded swiftly, extinguishing the blaze and preventing a larger catastrophe from engulfing the port. A powerful dust storm called a haboob struck Big Spring, Texas on June 6, 2019.
That's incredible.
This video offers a first-hand view of a raging wildfire in Siberia, Russia. Filmed by a couple traveling through a mountainous region, the footage shows thick smoke obscuring the sky, a clear indication of the fire's severity.
Он горит просто.
Вот сейчас камера очень хорошо передает. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой.
А, он все.
Дима! Охренеть!
As they drive further, the scene worsens. Several trees on the right side of the road are consumed by flames, creating a hellish landscape. The video serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of wildfires. Hold on tight. This video will make you reconsider your next Ferris wheel ride. It shows a ride malfunction. The car gets stuck at the peak while strong winds buffet the entire structure. Imagine being up there. This video serves as a reminder to be cautious while interacting with nature. The kayaker in the video appears to disturb a beehive by hitting the branches of a tree. The agitated bees then swarm the kayaker. It's important to be respectful of wildlife and avoid actions that could provoke a negative reaction. This video, filmed in the Maldives Sinamali Bridge, captures a scene of high waves crashing over the roadside. The footage shows heavy traffic on the bridge, with vehicles traveling close to the ocean. As the waves intensify, water surges onto the road, creating hazardous conditions. The video also shows people struggling on the road and some motorcyclists appearing to be carried along by the waves' flow. At the 95th annual event in Traverse City, Michigan, a carnival ride malfunctioned, leaving riders in a precarious situation. Around 10 passengers were on the ride when the base started to give way. Without hesitation, bystanders sprang into action. They rushed to the ride's foundation and climbed onto it, forming a human barricade to stabilize the structure until the ride stopped completely. Thanks to their heroism, everyone on board emerged safely. This dramatic video, filmed by a neighbor in Romania, captures the destructive power of high winds. The scene unfolds on an apartment building balcony, initially showing everyday objects. However, the situation quickly escalates as strong winds rip these objects from balconies, hurling them through the air with dangerous force. The debris falls back down, creating a hazardous situation for anyone below. In February 2023, a monstrous 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck the border region between Turkey and Syria. The epicenter, near Gaziantep in Turkey, sent shockwaves as far as Egypt and the Black Sea. Millions were impacted by the widespread damage, with tens of thousands losing their lives. The region, already facing social, economic, and political struggles, was further burdened by relentless aftershocks and additional earthquakes. A powerful 6.4 magnitude tremor on February 20th hampered rescue efforts. The earthquake's intensity and relentless seismic activity cemented it as one of the most significant in the region's history. The affected area suffered catastrophic structural damage, leaving countless homeless and worsening existing crisis, particularly in war-torn Syria.
Deprem oluyor. Çok büyük deprem. Korkma. Hiçbir şey olmayacak.
This video offers a glimpse into the raw power of nature during a fierce storm. Heavy rain pours down as strong winds buffet the landscape. The intensity of the wind becomes evident when the ground itself appears to rise momentarily, causing a nearby tree to be uprooted and fall. This dramatic scene underscores the destructive force of severe weather. The Kampar River, snaking through Indonesia's Sumatra Island, offers more than just breathtaking scenery. It's a hidden gem for surfers seeking a unique challenge. The Bano, originating in the Barisan Mountains and flowing towards the Malacca Strait, the Kampar boasts impressive tidal bore waves, known locally as the Bano or Seven Ghosts. These waves, reaching up to 10 feet high, create a distinct surfing experience compared to traditional ocean waves. The phenomenon arises from the reverse flow meeting the incoming tide, especially as the river widens near the strait. Beyond the thrill of riding the Bono, the area surrounding the Kampar River offers a haven for nature lovers. The Teso Nilo National Park and the Karamuda Nature Reserve are easily accessible, showcasing the region's commitment to ecotourism. Popular Bono spots like Tanjung Sibayang and Teluk Meranti are conveniently located near cities like Bangkalan and Kerinci, making it a desirable tourist destination. However, for all its adventurous appeal, the Bono comes with its share of challenges. Saltwater crocodiles inhabit the Kampar Basin, demanding respect and a cautious approach from surfers. Despite this inherent danger, the welcoming spirit of the local community, the unparalleled surfing conditions make the Kampar River's Bono a coveted destination for experienced surfers seeking an extraordinary ride that can potentially last for over an hour. This video will have you questioning your love of loops. We all crave that extra thrill, but where's the line? This July 23rd incident at a New York's Magic Express shows a nightmare scenario. The ride malfunctioned, trapping passengers in a continuous backward loop for 4 agonizing minutes. Panic sets in as workers scramble to shut it down, met with shouts of lawsuit from frustrated onlookers. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the ride remains closed as investigations continue. This video shows a frightening scene of a flood affecting a hilly area. A young donkey can be seen running down the slope, trying to escape the rising water. The floodwaters appear extensive, reaching across the sides of the hill, leaving the donkey with limited escape routes. Hopefully, the donkey was able to find higher ground to safety. On April 27, 2014, a monstrous EF4 tornado tore through Arkansas, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. This particularly violent storm, lasting 56 minutes, carved a 41-mile path through the towns of Valonia and Mayflower, starting in Pulaski County and ending near El Paso and White County.
Here, a little bit.
Look at that wind. Oh, shit, it's...
Yeah, you know what? Turn around right now. Turn around right here.
Stop.
Turn around. Turn around.
Go.
Yeah, go.
It's to the floor.
Go, man.
It's to the
Fucking
floor.
Go.
It's to the floor.
Pass him.
The tornado's immense power leveled entire structures, with some 2-story homes completely obliterated. Entire neighborhoods like the River Plantation subdivision southwest of Mayflower were devastated. The storm continued its rampage northeast, inflicting widespread damage on both homes and businesses, even destroying the recently built Valonia Middle School. Tragically, the tornado claimed 16 lives, marking the deadliest such event in Arkansas since 1968. Adding to the shock of the event, the affected town received no initial tornado warning, highlighting the unpredictable and sudden nature of severe weather. While forecasts predicted bad weather, the intensity and destructive power of this specific tornado were far beyond anything the local community could have anticipated. This video captures a mesmerizing yet potentially dangerous whirlpool. The sheer size of the swirling water is truly impressive. The footage shows a boat navigating cautiously near the whirlpool, clearly avoiding being pulled into its current. One can only imagine the intensity of the situation for those on board the vessel. China, no stranger to heavy rainfall, witnessed a dramatic event in March 2016 north of Hong Kong. Relentless downpours caused the Zhanjiang River to overflow, reaching perilous heights. A scene captured by a pedestrian on a bridge went viral. Two unmanned barges, initially thought to be occupied, were swept away at alarming speed by the current. The inevitable collision with the bridge caused irreparable damage to both vessels. This incident became a grim symbol of a larger issue, China's flood management challenges. In the summer of 2016, the country faced devastating floods, fueled by a combination of factors: El Niño's influence and urban development, which comprised natural drainage systems, created a perfect storm. The resulting floods ravaged 7 provinces, displacing hundreds of thousands and leaving a trail of destruction. Over 10,500 homes collapsed, and economic losses were substantial. Notably, the Yangtze River Basin, a vast area, was severely affected. The events of March 2016 served as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the urgent need for robust flood management strategies in China. This video captures the severe flooding that struck southwestern Brazil in December 2022. Torrential rains caused widespread devastation, with floodwaters inundating streets as seen here. The disaster tragically claimed at least 15 lives and displaced many residents, prompting a state of alert to be declared in the affected region. A recent maritime disaster off the coast of Sri Lanka has become the country's worst environmental nightmare. The Singapore-registered cargo ship MV Express Pearl, launched just months earlier in February 2021, encountered a catastrophic fire while anchored in May. The blaze, suspected to be a chemical reaction involving the ship's hazardous cargo, unleashed a devastating chain of events. Despite valiant efforts by the Sri Lankan Navy and other authorities, the fire intensified, culminating in at least 2 major explosions. The Crew 25 was evacuated, but the crippled vessel ultimately sank, spewing its contents into the ocean. The environmental impact was immediate and severe. Beaches near popular tourist destinations like the southwestern resort town of Galle were inundated with millions of plastic pellets, nurdles, released from the ship. This plastic plague not only marred the pristine coastline, but also threatened marine life and the livelihoods of fishing communities. A large-scale cleanup operation was launched, but the long-term ecological consequences remain a pressing concern. The sinking also heightened fears of hazardous chemicals and oil spills further compounding the disaster's reach. The United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP, and other experts have been assisting the Sri Lankan government in containment and cleanup efforts. The Express Pearl disaster serves as a stark reminder of the need for robust maritime disaster response mechanisms and stricter regulations for transporting hazardous materials by sea. It also underlines the importance of international cooperation in addressing such large-scale environmental crises. The coordinated response from Sri Lankan authorities and international aid organizations offers a glimmer of hope in the face of this ecological catastrophe. A fire at Futuroscope theme park in France on April 7, 2023 resulted in 2 injuries. The incident occurred on the Objective Mars coaster as a car arrived at the loading station. Investigators traced the cause to a malfunctioning lithium battery located under the second car. Thankfully, park staff acted quickly to extinguish the flames and evacuate the ride. The attraction remains closed as a full investigation takes place. This video demonstrates the destructive power of floodwaters, particularly when combined with landslides. The scene opens with a flood triggering a landslide, engulfing everything in its path. As the floodwaters surge forward, they begin to erode the foundation beneath a nearby house. Notice how the earth crumbles away, gradually destabilizing the structure. This relentless erosion leads to the house's complete collapse, leaving it submerged in the flood. This dramatic sequence highlights the critical importance of flood preparedness and risk assessment, especially in areas prone to landslides. A dream of luxury living turned into a nightmare in Houston, Texas in March 2014. A $50 million construction site for upscale apartments went up in flames, spewing thick smoke that choked the city and served as a grim reminder of the fire's intensity. In the midst of the inferno, construction worker Curtis Reese found himself stranded on the top floor, escape routes blocked by flames. With nowhere else to go, Reese made a desperate plea for help from the balcony, catching the eye of the fire department.
Yeah! He was inside there. Do they freaking see him?
Again, unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Hurry up.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh my God.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh.
Look at the glass melting up there. The window melting.
They need to get him. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. Get closer to him. Hell, he can jump from there. I mean, good grief.
I'd be jumping, man.
They need to move that truck up. Oh, my God.
I don't know why they're not evacuating.
I think that we probably should be going.
It's time to evacuate the house.
Just jump for it, man.
Hell yes. Oh, thank Jesus. Thank you, God.
Yeah, but how they can change?
Oh my God. Oh no, my God. Oh.
Hey, what about this guy?
Thankfully, Reese was pulled from the blaze with just minor injuries. His courageous decision to descend a floor in such perilous conditions highlighted the precarious line between life and death. The fire, believed to be sparked by a welding accident, spread rapidly, overwhelming firefighters who arrived to find a small blaze transformed into a raging inferno fueled by wind. This video showcases the power of severe storms and the potential for rockfalls. The footage captures a scene of intense wind gusts, strong enough to dislodge rocks from their positions. As these rocks tumble down the slope, they create a dangerous rockfall event. This incident highlights the importance of caution during strong winds, especially in areas with loose rock formations. A monstrous tornado outbreak tore through the Great Plains in June 2014, wreaking havoc from June 16th to 18th. This three-day event saw a mind-boggling 76 tornadoes touch down, several reaching the destructive EF4 rating. The outbreak gained particular notoriety for the rare occurrence of twin EF4 tornadoes near Pillager and Wisner, Nebraska. These monstrous storms formed almost simultaneously, creating a terrifying and catastrophic situation. The first Pillager tornado emerged southwest of Staunton, carving a path of destruction across rural areas before gaining strength and slamming into Pillager. Hot on its heels, a second EF4 tornado materialized, following a near-parallel path. This double threat was extraordinary. Tornadoes typically don't share the same intensity for long, with one usually overpowering the other. This outbreak, especially the Pillager twins, served as a stark reminder of the immense power these storms possess, particularly in vulnerable regions like Tornado Alley. Pillager bore the brunt of the devastation, with a significant portion of the town destroyed or heavily damaged. The event underscored the critical need for robust tornado warning systems and preparedness measures in high-risk areas. The sheer severity and rarity of this outbreak, particularly the twin EF4 tornadoes, have been extensively studied by scientists to improve our understanding of tornado behavior and develop better prediction and response strategies for future events. This video offers a rare glimpse of a tornado and its destructive force. The powerful winds of the tornado are clearly visible, uprooting and tossing objects in its path. The sight is understandably captivating for those witnessing the event. It's crucial to remember that tornadoes are extremely dangerous. In such a situation, the recommended course of action is to seek immediate shelter in a sturdy below-ground location. The picturesque canals of Venice became a scene of international controversy in June 2019 when the MSC Opera cruise ship collided with the River Countess, a much smaller river vessel. This incident, occurring at the conclusion of the MSC Opera's week-long Mediterranean cruise, sparked outrage and reignited debate about the impact of large cruise ships in the fragile city. crash caused significant damage to the River Countess, while fortunately, passenger injuries were minor. Investigations revealed a series of concerning missteps by the MSC Opera's crew. The ship was reportedly exceeding permitted speeds while navigating the narrow canals. Additionally, a crucial warning regarding a potential malfunction in the main electrical switchboard, affecting engine and steering controls, was allegedly mishandled by key personnel. Accountability followed, with the captain, chief engineer, and chief electrician facing sentences for their roles in the accident. These sentences were later converted to fines. However, the incident had a far greater impact. The collision fueled existing anxieties about the presence of massive cruise ships in Venice. Public outcry intensified, with protests demanding stricter regulations to prevent similar disasters and protect the historic city. In response to these growing concerns, Venice has implemented measures to regulate the size and traffic of cruise ships allowed entry into its canals. The MSC Opera incident serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between tourism and preservation, highlighting the ongoing struggle to safeguard Venice's irreplaceable beauty. This video captures a mesmerizing yet destructive tornado. While a close encounter with a tornado would be undeniably frightening, the swirling vortex from a safe distance can be visually impressive. The footage, filmed by a driver, showcases the tornado's power as it winds across a landscape. As the video progresses, the tornado gradually dissipates towards the right. Afula, the capital of Israel's Jezreel Valley, witnessed a remarkable display of skill and composure under pressure. A routine flight training session in a Cessna 152, a popular two-seater known for its reliability, took an unexpected turn when the engine sputtered and died. Despite the sudden emergency, the experienced flight instructor remained calm.
מנוע מגמגם עומד להתכבות, אני באזור עפולה, מבצע נחיתת אונס בשטח.
נחיתת אונס בשטח, האם אתה תצליח לנחות?
חיובי.
עוד אתה צריך שנשלח לך איזושהי עזרה?
אני הולך לנחות באזור המזרחי של עפולה.
קיבלתי באזור המזרחי של עפולה. אם אתה צריך, אתה תן אותי.
נכון. אנחנו נוחתים בשדה? כן. תחזיק את עצמך, תגן על הראש. מחפשים בעצים.
Capitalizing on the Cessna's design, its fixed tricycle landing gear, offering stability in its dual controls, allowing for shared control, the instructor guided the powerless aircraft towards a suitable landing site. The Cessna's maneuverability, aided by differential ailerons for precise steering and slotted flaps for enhanced low-speed control, undoubtedly played a crucial role in the successful emergency landing. Thankfully, both instructor and student emerged from the ordeal unharmed. Torrential rains lashing Turkey since February 13th have triggered devastating floods and landslides. This video shows the floodwaters inundating a previously dry area, highlighting the destructive power of the downpours. The force of the floodwaters is evident, burying cars beneath layers of mud and debris. Search and rescue teams have reportedly saved at least 900 people, while sadly, one life has been lost in the disaster. A bizarre sight emerged from the river in Kuchpura, a small farming town in India back in July 2021. A giant landmass, reaching up to 10 feet in some parts, inexplicably rose from the water.
ये देखो भाई जमीन उठाने के लिए अपने आप ये देखो भाई नया तजुर्बा जमीन का अपने आप नया तजुर्बा मेरे भाई देख बाहर जब पीछे हो ले कहीं कहीं तो भाई ना भाई ना मौजूदा यू क्या विक्की कभी जमीन की सक जा रे विक्की ऊपर बैठ जा ऊपर बैठ कर चला गए हम मौजूदा भाई यू मेरे भाई ये तो उठली यारी भाग का देखियो बैठना के देखे बैठना दे बैठना रे उठ ले रे अरे बैठना रे देखे उठ गया और भी एला आगे देख तेरी बाल जावा नो मौजूदा भाई तेरी बाल जावा फोन ना कर देखो मेरे भाई ये देख पानी पड़ेगा भाई नीचे इसके कमाल है देख धरती पटल है देख कमाल है देख चित्र पटल भाई अपने आप ही जमीन उठने रही पता नहीं भोलेनाथ ने क्या कर दिया जमीन ही तो भोले को जान दे दो नहीं उठावेगा ओए आग लग देख आग लग विक्की देख सकते हो भाई पूरा उठा दिया वो शुगर मान के ना लगाई इसके पसीने गिर लाती है जीरी होएगी भाई इसकी जीरी बच जाएगी बाकी तो रह जाएंगे
The culprit, unsustainable farming practices. In an attempt to boost yields, a farmer filled a deep pit with rice husks, ashes, and sand, then planted rice on top. Heavy rainfall soaked the buried materials, causing them to expand dramatically. This hidden expansion pushed the earth above, creating a strange landmass. Snow often evokes images of peaceful winter wonderlands. However, this video captures a different side of winter's fury. The scene is blanketed in a thick layer of snow, with strong winds creating an unsettling sound. This dramatic transformation highlights the power of winter storms and the unpredictable nature of weather. A somewhat embarrassing incident unfolded in Petersburg, southeast Alaska, on May 7, 2012. The Alaska State Ferry, Matanuska, while entering the harbor, bumped into the Ocean Beauty seafood dock. The culprit? A miscalculation by the ferry's captain. The captain, a common maneuver for experienced navigators in the area, planned to use the harbor's countercurrent to slow the ferry for docking. Unfortunately, the expected countercurrent was absent that day. This meant the Matanuska maintained its momentum and collided with the dock.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. No way. Man, you got this on video. Oh my gosh, the ferry just crashed into Ocean Beauty. I hope nobody was in there.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The captain intended to utilize the eddy currents near the harbor to slow down. While this turned the ferry towards the port initially, the stern remained caught in the main current, causing an unforeseen spin and the eventual crash. Despite attempts to counter it with rudder adjustments and engine power changes, the ferry didn't respond as planned. The Alaska Marine Highway System investigated the incident and pinned it on the captain's poor judgment for relying solely on the absent countercurrent to slow down. Following this, they advised captains to prioritize maintaining full control of their vessels and not rely solely on environmental factors for slowing maneuvers. Thankfully, the Matanuska sustained minor damage and quickly returned to service. Even luckier, there were no injuries among the 60 passengers on board or anyone on land. A fatal incident of the Comet ride at Chapel Tech Amusement Park on September 28, 2019 resulted in the park's closure. Authorities determined that the last car on the ride detached from the tracks, causing the accident. Sadly, 2 riders died and 2 more were injured out of the 20 on the ride at that time. Investigations reveal the ride suffered from malfunction and inadequate maintenance. Talk about a double dose of drama. Body camera footage captured by a Lowndes County, Georgia deputy on May 24, 2023 shows a scene straight out of a movie. While responding to an accident on Highway 84 near Valdosta, the officer witnesses a completely unrelated mishap unfold. A 21-year-old Florida woman behind the wheel of a Nissan Altima inexplicably launches her car off a parked tow truck ramp. The vehicle soars 120 feet before a dramatic landing and rollover. Miraculously, the woman survived the crash but sustained serious injuries, requiring a 2-week stay at South Georgia Medical Center. Later, she claimed to have no memory of seeing the tow truck or understanding it lacked warning signals. This bizarre incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of focused driving, especially near accident scenes. It also highlights the ongoing need for road safety awareness and emergency scene vigilance. The driver faces charges of driving without a license and failing to use seatbelts. This dramatic video captures the destructive power of fast-moving water. The scene shows a house being swept away by a powerful current. Remarkably, the house remains largely intact as it scurried downstream, highlighting the force of the water but also the potential sturdiness of the structure. The high seas witnessed a tragedy on July 14, 2012 when the German container ship MSC Flaminia became engulfed in flames in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, en route from Charleston to Antwerp. This incident, etched as one of the worst maritime disasters in recent times, unfolded due to a catastrophic explosion in cargo hold 4. Investigations revealed the culprit: improper handling and storage of hazardous materials, specifically the chemical DVB-80. The resulting inferno claimed the lives of 3 crew members and forced the entire crew to abandon ship, adrift nearly 1,000 nautical miles from any landmass. The British Coast Guard, upon receiving the distress signal, swiftly broadcasted an alert, and the nearby DS Crown vessel heroically conducted the rescue operation, saving most of the crew. However, the relentless fire and subsequent explosions significantly hampered rescue and salvage efforts. European countries, wary of environmental consequences, further complicated the situation by refusing the damaged vessel entry into their waters. The complex and extended salvage operation underscored the immense dangers posed by misdeclared cargo and the paramount importance of proper handling and storage of hazardous materials. The MSC Flaminia disaster exposed systemic vulnerabilities in maritime regulations, particularly regarding the declaration and handling of such materials. In response, the industry has been urged to implement stricter safety and documentation standards to prevent similar tragedies. The legal battle that followed held the chemical manufacturer and freight forwarder accountable for the fire and damages, setting a landmark precedent in maritime law and highlighting the ongoing struggle to ensure the safe handling of hazardous cargo at sea. The MSC Flaminia incident continues to shape discussions on maritime safety, environmental protection, and the legal responsibilities of shipping companies and cargo handlers. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of stringent regulations and responsible practices to safeguard lives in our oceans. Imagine you're exhilarated on a thrilling ride at Six Flags when a horrifying sound shatters the fun. This video, filmed at a Six Flags amusement park, seems normal at first. The ride concludes as expected, but listen closely, something sounds off. The footage also captures a glimpse of a ride component moving abnormally. What could be going wrong?
Yeah, get my boys off here. Dude, that is crazy.
Late March 2023 saw a string of powerful storms unleash their fury across Indiana, with Harlan, Indiana, finding itself unexpectedly in the crosshairs. The evening of March 31st brought an EF2 tornado packing 120-mile-per-hour winds and carving a destructive path nearly 8 miles long through Harlan and parts of Allen County. The impact was brutal, leaving behind a trail of damaged buildings and uprooted trees. This wasn't an isolated event. It was part of a record-breaking outbreak that spawned over 100 tornadoes across the region, ranking it third worldwide for most tornadoes in a single day. What fueled this historic outbreak? A potent cocktail of high atmospheric energy, wind shear, and strong helicity, perfect conditions for birthing supercells that churned out numerous long-track, potentially violent tornadoes. A stark reminder of the tornado's suddenness came from the Allen County's deputy's dashcam footage. The video shows rapidly worsening conditions as the tornado approaches, with visibility plummeting as debris fills the air. It's a chilling documentary of the swift transition from a regular storm to a full-blown twister, highlighting the dangers faced by those caught in such extreme weather events. A close call at Six Flags. This video, captured by Steve Thomas, shows what could have been a much worse accident. Thomas was filming his daughters and nieces enjoying a ride when he unknowingly captured footage of a malfunction on a boat ahead of theirs. In the video, a section of railing appears to come loose.
When my daughters hit it, my nieces hit it, they got off the ride and said something wasn't right. You know, they had hit something that caused the boat to what they felt like was going to flip over.
Luckily, Thomas's family wasn't on the affected boat and emerged from the ride unharmed. They reported feeling a jolt and fearing their boat would flip, underlining the importance of heeding ride malfunctions. The late 20th century saw the Greenpeace ship Rainbow Warrior become a powerful symbol of environmental activism, particularly against French nuclear testing in the Pacific. However, on July 10, 1985, its mission met a violent end in Auckland, New Zealand. French Secret Service agents, in a covert operation codenamed Satanic, bombed the ship, tragically killing Fernando Pereira, a Portuguese-Dutch photographer on board. Initially, the French government vehemently denied involvement, but the arrest and investigation of two French agents, Dominique Prieur and Elaine Moffat, in New Zealand exposed the truth. This act of state-sponsored terrorism sparked international outrage and severely strained relations between New Zealand and France. The captured agents were initially sentenced to 10 years in prison, but diplomatic pressure led to their early release with the condition of serving the remaining time on a French military base, a far cry from the original punishment. This resolution, facilitated by the United Nations, also included an apology and compensation to New Zealand and the Pereira family. However, it did little to appease the sense of betrayal felt by many New Zealanders and environmental activists worldwide. The heavily damaged Rainbow Warrior was refloated for investigation, but deemed beyond repair. It was eventually scuttled in New Zealand's Matori Bay, transformed into a memorial, a dive wreck, and a fish sanctuary. Yet it serves as a chilling reminder of the lengths some go to silence dissent and the enduring fight for environmental protection. A major fire erupted at a polyurethane factory in South Korea, causing significant damage and tragic loss of life. The cause of the initial spark remains under investigation. However, the building's polyurethane walls, known for their high flammability and toxic fumes, significantly contributed to the fire severity. The presence of flammable vapor slightly amplified the initial spark, leading to a rapid blaze. Subsequent explosions rocked the structure, and the inferno quickly engulfed the warehouse. This tragic event, which unfolded in minutes, claimed the lives of 38 workers trapped within the burning building. A fiery tragedy unfolded on the Arabian Sea on March 6, 2018, as the Maersk Conan container ship en route from Singapore to Suez became engulfed in flames. This disaster claimed the lives of 5 crew members and triggered a prolonged fight to extinguish the blaze and salvage the vessel. Built by Hyundai Heavy Industries, the Maersk Conan was one of 9 vessels designed for operational flexibility. At the time of the incident, it carried a staggering 7,860 containers, showcasing the immense scale of modern maritime logistics. The fire erupted in cargo hold number 3, proving immensely challenging for the crew to control. The ship's CO2 fire suppression system, while activated, failed to contain the inferno. Facing escalating flames, the crew was forced to evacuate. Rescue operations were swift, but the fire's intensity necessitated towing the vessel to Jebel Ali port for unloading and salvage. The Maersk Conan was later painstakingly rebuilt and re-entered service under a new name, Maersk Halifax. Investigations led by Singapore's Transport Safety Investigation Bureau pointed to sodium dichloroisocyanurate dihydrate, a chemical with oxidizing properties, as a possible contributor to the fire. However, the exact cause remained elusive. This even prompted Maersk to revise its guidelines for stowing dangerous goods, aiming to bolster safety measures across its fleet. The Maersk Conan disaster serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks associated with container shipping, particularly when transporting hazardous materials. It underscores the need for stringent safety protocols and ongoing re-evaluation of cargo storage regulations to prevent similar tragedies from claiming lives and disrupting global trade. While most of us have witnessed storms, not all storms are created equal. This video showcases a powerful storm, a far cry from the kind most encounters. The sheer intensity of the wind, rain, and potentially other elements like lightning or hail are likely to evoke fear in even the most seasoned observer. A terrifying incident unfolded on June 4, 2021 when a coaster car derailed and became wedged between supports. Shockingly, the video shows maintenance staff resorting to unsafe practices to get the car free. Instead of established safety protocols, they attempt to push and pull the heavy car manually with no fall protection. The situation becomes critical as employees scramble to avoid being pulled under the car. One employee even jumps onto the moving car, then gets dragged forward, injuring his legs. Despite the incident, the ride reportedly opened later that day with just one car, raising serious questions about prioritizing park operations over employee safety. The grounding of the MV Rena on the Astrolabe Reef in October 2011 stands as a dark stain on New Zealand's maritime history. This Liberian-flagged container ship laden with 1,368 containers and 1,733 tons of heavy fuel oil was en route from Napier to Tauranga when disaster struck. A series of poor navigational decisions caused the vessel to veer off course, ultimately leading to a collision with a reef at a concerning speed of 17 knots. Contributing to this tragedy was an unprepared crew facing a critical handover period. Crucial information was not relayed, and the ship's position remained unmonitored, leaving them blind to the impending danger. This incident exposed severe shortcomings in standard maritime practices, particularly regarding navigation and watchkeeping protocols. The situation spiraled further when rough seas battered the grounded Rena, causing the vessel to break in two and spewing even more containers and oil into the pristine waters of the Bay of Plenty. The environmental consequences were devastating, inflicting immense damage on the region's marine life. A lengthy and expensive cleanup operation became necessary to mitigate the disaster's impact. Stakeholders, including the ship's owners and New Zealand authorities, scrambled to manage complex salvage efforts and navigate legal proceedings. The aftermath brought significant legal and environmental repercussions. The captain and second mate faced prison sentences for their roles in the grounding. Investigations yielded recommendations for improved maritime practices, emphasizing the need for robust safety management systems and stricter oversight of both navigation and cargo handling. The MV Rena disaster serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the human and environmental costs of compromised maritime practices. It underscores the vital importance of robust safety protocols and responsible navigation to safeguard our oceans and ecosystems. This video, which gained traction on social media, captures the dramatic collapse of a bridge in Catamarca, Argentina. The footage shows the river rising significantly due to heavy rainfall. The rising water visibly strains the bridge structure, ultimately leading to its complete collapse. This incident highlights the destructive power of floods and the importance of bridge infrastructure maintenance. A 2009 visit at Knott's Berry Farm turned terrifying for Kyle and his dad. Their thrilling coaster ride turned into a disaster as the launch cable snapped. The severed cable ripped through the air, slashing Kyle and showering his father with debris. Kyle's mom described the horror of fearing for her loved ones' lives. The accident left lasting scars, both physical and emotional. Kyle required a costly surgery later in life, and investigators determined the tragedy could have been prevented with proper maintenance. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of amusement park safety. The tranquility of the Gulf of Mexico was shattered on August 22, 2020 by a desperate mayday call. A vessel in distress, its hull breached and taking on water rapidly, sent a chilling message. They were sinking. The swift response from local law enforcement and the Coast Guard proved life-saving. A local sheriff's vessel became the first to reach the scene, finding a group of people clinging to their imperiled boat. Wasting no time, the sheriff prioritized the safety of those on board, initiating an evacuation. With practiced calmness belying the urgency of the situation, the sheriff threw a lifeline, methodically pulling each individual to the safety of his vessel.
Okay, everyone's good? I'm good. Better than you. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm going to come alongside. Okay. There you go.
We have you off the bow. Your transmission was broken. We are approximately 1 minute from you.
Grab onto that rope. Pass it to everyone.
Off your starboard side. You guys need the assistance over. Give me a shout, okay?
Everyone just grab onto that, and I'm going to pull you over in a minute. Okay, come on. Give me your shit. Don't pull me in. Don't pull me in, dude. Come here. Come on.
Thank you.
I know. All the way to the bow. All the way to the bow.
The rescued boat, its fate sealed, remained afloat for a fleeting moment before succumbing to the waves, disappearing into the depths roughly 15 miles from shore. The cause of the water infiltration, the culprit behind this near tragedy, remains a mystery, a reminder of the inherent unpredictability of the sea. However, this incident also shone a light on the well-coordinated efforts that defined successful maritime rescues. While the circumstances were unfortunate, the coordinated response of the Coast Guard and the local sheriff ensured a positive outcome. Their swift action and unwavering focus on safety secured the rescue of all on board, transforming a potential disaster into a testament to human resilience and preparedness. This dramatic video captures the destructive power of a natural disaster in Japan. Homes can be seen succumbing to the raging floodwaters, tragically highlighting the potential for sudden and devastating loss during such events. The powerful current engulfs the city streets, sweeping away cars and leaving a trail of destruction. The human impact of this disaster remains unclear, but it's evident that many people have likely been affected. Alarming scenes unfolded on July 31, 2019 at a local amusement park. A seemingly normal ride takes a horrifying turn in this footage. What starts out as a typical experience quickly spirals out of control as the car speeds up unexpectedly, jolting off the tracks. Thankfully, the incident resulted in 3 injuries but no fatalities. The tranquil English Channel became a scene of chaos in January 2007 with the MSC Napoli incident, a stark reminder of the importance of maritime safety and environmental protection. En route from Belgium to Portugal, the container ship encountered the wrath of windstorm Cairo. Brutal winds and towering waves inflicted catastrophic hull damage on the vessel. The situation escalated quickly as the MSC Napoli carried not only regular cargo, but also dangerous substances and significant quantities of oil. This posed a serious environmental threat, prompting a swift response from the UK Coast Guard. Thankfully, the crew was safely evacuated, highlighting the crucial role of emergency services in maritime incidents. To minimize environmental damage and facilitate salvage, the difficult decision was made to beach the vessel in Lime Bay rather than tow it to Portland. The risk of sinking in deeper waters was simply too great. However, the beaching site was near a UNESCO World Heritage Site, adding another layer of complexity. The legal, environmental, and economic repercussions were significant. The extensive salvage operation, lasting over 2 years, exposed the challenges of handling large modern vessels and their cargoes in distress. The controlled explosions used to dismantle the Napoli's broken hull underscored the intricate nature of maritime salvage. The MSC Napoli incident sparked crucial legal and policy discussions. Ship construction and operation came under scrutiny, particularly regarding structural integrity and managing heavy seas. Classification rules for container ships underwent review. Necessary changes were implemented to bolster maritime safety and prevent similar disasters. The UK's response and the subsequent salvage operation set a precedent for handling maritime incidents. The incident served as a stark reminder of the need to balance operational needs with environmental protection and safety considerations. It highlighted the importance of robust regulations, swift emergency response, and innovative salvage techniques to safeguard lives, our oceans, and coastlines. A chilling video, likely from China based on license plates, captured a frightening electric vehicle fire on July 2, 2020. This incident has sparked concerns about EV charging station safety. The chaos began with a strange noise, a high-pitched screech or airplane roar emanating from a box-shaped electric car at a charging station. These sounds often foreshadow trouble, and in this case, they were a prelude to the vehicle erupting in flames. Remarkably, the charging station held strong despite the intense heat. However, this unexpected resilience created a new danger as the fire spread to a nearby white truck. The fire melted the truck's tire and damaged brake lines, but thankfully it didn't cause further accidents. The flames quickly engulfed both the original EV and the truck, creating a terrifying scene. Initially, it seemed the third vehicle might escape, but the inferno proved too powerful, igniting its bumper as well. The cause of the fire is unclear, but the EV's battery is a likely suspect. This incident highlights a crucial need for stricter safety measures in monitoring during EV charging. It also emphasizes the importance of immediate action when encountering strange noises or malfunctions. As EV ownership grows, this video serves as a stark reminder for owners to stay vigilant and informed about their vehicle's specific needs and potential hazards. Scenic Chitral district in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan, faced devastation in January 2023 due to severe weather. Monsoon rain slashed the mountainous region, particularly hitting the northern areas hard, triggering deadly landslides and flash floods. Homes, agricultural land, and vital infrastructure were destroyed, drastically impacting residents' lives. These monsoons worsen existing water flow patterns, causing rivers to burst their banks and unleash mudslides. Previously dry riverbeds were transformed into raging torrents, reshaping the landscape and leaving a trail of destruction. Beyond the physical changes, the floods displaced countless families who lost homes and livelihoods.
Czeka ali na free czeka jak trupi jest unika pairalio. A może nogi diyor şu ya o.
The Chitral disaster highlights the broader struggles faced by the region due to climate change and environmental degradation. The increasing frequency and intensity of such events scream for robust disaster management strategies and sustainable environmental practices to protect vulnerable communities. In the aftermath, local and provincial authorities scrambled to provide relief and rebuild. This emphasizes the need for preemptive community response plans and resilient infrastructure to withstand future catastrophes. A calm day at the fairground takes a dramatic turn in this wild video. The ride spins normally at first, but then a jarring sound pierces the air, silencing the crowd. Panic sets in as screams erupt, with people desperate to help the passengers. Thankfully, the ride abruptly stops, allowing a quick response from bystanders who rush to evacuate those trapped. This video showcases a terrifying rockfall event. The footage shows a large section of a hillside breaking away and plummeting down the slope. The immense size and speed of the falling rock are evident. Thankfully, there's no indication of anyone being in the immediate vicinity. However, this incident highlights the potential dangers of rockfalls and the importance of staying alert in areas prone to such events. In August 2020, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, faced an unprecedented disaster, a derecho. Often described as an inland hurricane, this powerful storm slammed into the city and the broader Midwest region with surprising intensity. Unlike tornadoes with their swirling winds, derechos unleash straight-line winds, causing damage similar to hurricanes but lasting much longer.
okay? I know we need to go home, but this is the safest place we can be right now. We don't want to be in the interstate. It's not safe.
The Cedar Rapids derecho was no ordinary storm. Winds exceeding 140 miles per hour ravaged the entire city, leaving a mark on every resident. Crippling infrastructure, widespread power outages, and a massive loss of tree cover, over 100,000 trees destroyed, were just some of the devastating consequences. The storm's impact extended across several states, from South Dakota to Ohio, causing an estimated $7.5 billion in damage, making it one of the costliest thunderstorms in U.S. history. Derechos are rare but brutally effective at causing widespread destruction. The 2020 Cedar Rapids event stands out not just for its strength, but also for the community's remarkable resilience and collective effort in the face of disaster. This dramatic video captures the devastating impact of a tsunami in Palu, Indonesia. The footage shows the initial rise of the tide, with powerful waves crashing towards the shore. The force of the water is evident as it slams into houses, tossing them around with immense force. The scene unfolds rapidly, highlighting the destructive power of tsunamis. Disaster struck off the coast of Georgia in September 2019 when the MV Golden Ray, a colossal roll-on roll-off vehicle carrier, met an unfortunate fate shortly after leaving Brunswick. The massive ship, carrying a staggering 4,200 vehicles destined for Baltimore, dramatically listed and capsized in St. Simon Sound, a spectacle witnessed from nearby beaches. The cause of the capsize stemmed from a series of critical errors. Inaccuracies in the ship's stability calculation program by the chief officer resulted in an improper ballast load. This in turn led to an inadequate righting arm, leaving the vessel vulnerable to the forces acting upon it during a turn. Open watertight doors further compounded the situation. Water rapidly flooded the vessel, causing it to settle at a precarious 90-degree angle. Fortunately, the Coast Guard's swift response ensured the rescue of all 23 crew members, including 4 engineers trapped under harrowing conditions in the engine room. The salvage operation proved monumental. The heavy lift vessel VB-10,000, operated by TNT Salvage, was brought in to dismantle the capsized ship section by section. Despite the immense challenges, including a fire aboard the vessel, all fuel was successfully removed, preventing a potentially catastrophic environmental disaster. The MV Golden Ray incident exposed significant concerns regarding maritime safety, cargo handling, and emergency response protocols. The incident highlights the crucial need for robust regulations, accurate cargo weight distribution, and well-rehearsed emergency procedures to prevent similar tragedies. The estimated losses were staggering, with the ship valued at $62.5 million and the cargo at a staggering $142 million. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the high stakes involved in maritime transport and the critical need for stricter safety measures to protect lives, cargo, and the environment. Imagine the horror of a pendulum ride getting stuck while flipped upside down. That's exactly what happened at a Chinese amusement park. According to a visitor's video, riders were left hanging for a nerve-wracking 10 minutes before staff could manually climb the ride and fix it. Park officials blamed a weight malfunction.
哇，好长时间了。
这道理都知道。过来，站远一点。
This video captures the intensity of a hailstorm in action. Strong winds whip through the scene as large hailstones begin falling. The size and force of the hailstones are evident as people scramble for cover, using tarps and other available objects for protection. Hailstorms can cause significant damage, and this video serves as a reminder of the importance of staying informed and taking precautions during such weather events. The video starts out idyllic, a normal amusement park ride full of happy screams, but things take a terrifying turn. The ride's speed picks up dramatically, far exceeding its limits. Panic sets in on the riders' faces as the video progresses and the cart hurtles uncontrollably. This is definitely not the thrill they signed up for. This dramatic video captures the aftermath of a volcanic eruption. Glowing lava flows down the slopes, solidifying as it cools. The intense heat melts surrounding rock and generates a thick cloud of ash that obscures the sky. Volcanic eruptions are powerful events that can reshape landscapes and create significant hazards. Picture this: you're enjoying a Ferris wheel ride at a fair when out of nowhere, there's a deafening crash.
Plane! We're gonna watch the plane! Oh god, it's gonna crash! It's gonna crash! It's gonna crash! Oh my god!
This terrifying scenario became reality for fairgoers in Australia back in October 2011. A small plane piloted by Paul Cox and carrying his son-in-law collided with a Ferris wheel after a botched landing attempt near the festival. Thankfully, all 4 people involved, those on the ride and in the plane, were eventually rescued.
Plane! We're gonna watch the plane! Oh god, it's gonna crash! It's gonna crash! It's gonna crash! Oh my god! Oh my god, the plane is smashed up here! Let us down!
This video offers a unique perspective on a recent earthquake in Turkey, captured by a plane passenger. The footage shows the ground shaking from above. The tremors caused noticeable movement in the landscape, highlighting the earthquake's power.
Şehrin sağ tarafı komple yıkılmış. Yarısı yok şehrin ya, yarısı yok. Yarısı yok. Allah'ım sana seni.
While the cause of earthquakes is not in anger, they are powerful natural phenomena that can cause significant damage. Mount Sinabung, a slumbering giant on Indonesia's Karo Plateau, stirred awake in August 2010 after centuries of quiet. The stratovolcano had remained silent for an estimated 1,000 years, allowing villages to flourish in its shadow. The last known eruption occurred sometime between 740 and 880 CE, a distant memory for the local population, but 2010 marked a dramatic shift. Sinabung's reawakening ushered in a period of persistent activity that continues to this day. The volcano has transformed the landscape and lives of those nearby. Since September 2013, eruptions have become a grim reality, spewing ash plumes, pyroclastic flows, and lava. Evacuations have become a regular occurrence, forcing a harsh re-evaluation of the risks of living near an active volcano. One particularly significant eruption occurred on March 2, 2021. The volcano belched a massive ash plume, reaching 12.2 kilometers, disrupting air travel and blanketing entire areas. This eruption highlighted the unpredictable nature of Mount Sinabung. Homes, farmland, and infrastructure were coated in ash, causing economic and environmental hardship for local communities. The Indonesian government and disaster response teams responded swiftly with evacuations and aid distribution. Shelters were set up, and essential supplies like food, water, and medicine were provided to displaced residents. Sinabung's activity serves as a stark reminder of the need for constant monitoring and preparedness in volcanic regions. The challenges of living near an active volcano are evident. Thousands displaced, agricultural economies disrupted, and the socio-economic fabric of the region fundamentally altered. The eruptions have not only reshaped the physical environment, but also the lives of those who call this region home. The MYUU, a Japanese fishing vessel, became an eerie symbol of the monstrous 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami's far-reaching impact. Originally moored in Aomori Prefecture, the tsunami's unforgiving power ripped it from its tethers, sending it adrift on a ghostly odyssey across a vast Pacific Ocean for over a year. This incident served as a stark reminder of nature's raw power and the unpredictable paths debris can take across vast stretches of ocean. The vessel's first appearance after its involuntary journey came in March 2012, when it was spotted by the Royal Canadian Air Force off the coast of Haida Gwaii, British Columbia. Despite its unintended voyage, the unmanned MYUU posed a significant risk as it entered U.S. waters in April 2012. Devoid of a crew or navigational lights, it also carried the potential for environmental hazards. Salvage efforts proved unsuccessful, and with the vessel becoming a growing threat to maritime safety, the U.S. Coast Guard was forced to make a difficult decision. The Coast Guard cutter Anacapa intercepted the MYUU, ultimately sinking it into the deep waters of the Gulf of Alaska through a live-fire exercise. The MYUU's demise highlighted the international challenges posed by marine debris and ghost ships. It sparked discussions on maritime safety, environmental risk management, and the importance of proper ship disposal practices. The incident also underscored the critical need for international cooperation in tracking and managing the immense amount of debris generated by natural disasters, especially when such debris traverses vast international waters. MYUU's story serves as a chilling reminder of the interconnectedness of our oceans and the lasting impact of natural disasters. It emphasizes the importance of global collaboration to safeguard our seas and ensure the safety of maritime traffic. This image evokes a sense of awe and destruction in equal measure. The scene shows a road that has completely collapsed, resembling a scene from a disaster movie. Such events serve as a powerful reminder of the immense force in nature. Geological forces, intense weather, or even human construction factors can contribute to road failures like this. 6-year-old Kaysen's roller coaster dreams turned into a heart-stopping ordeal in this viral video. Filming his son's supposed thrill ride, Delbert witnesses a nightmare unfold as Kaysen's seatbelt malfunctions on the first drop. Despite Delbert's attempts to hold on and reassure his son, the joy quickly vanishes, replaced by sheer terror.
It's fine. Hey, you're fine. I promise, okay?
Even after the unsettling ride, park operators, while apologetic, admit to recurring issues, yet allow the coaster to continue running. Minus Delbert and Kaysen, the incident highlights the chilling reality lurking beneath the thrill of roller coasters and underscores the vital need for stricter safety measures. This video serves as a chilling reminder of the fine line between amusement park fun and potential tragedy. On March 27, 2023, a controlled avalanche thundered down the slopes near Deer Creek Reservoir, Utah. This wasn't a natural disaster, but a deliberate safety measure orchestrated by the Utah Department of Transportation in collaboration with avalanche safety teams. This controlled descent was crucial for public safety in regions prone to avalanches. Proactively managing snowpack helps prevent massive, unpredictable slides that could endanger lives and block roads. Law enforcement played a key role, securing the area before the controlled avalanche and documenting the event for future study. This valuable data helps experts refine mitigation techniques, ultimately keeping Utah's roads and communities safer during winter. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.